welcome to round 3 of the Sunset Arctic Formula Indy Series, coming to you from Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin at beautiful Road America, where we are going to see it's going to be interesting to see how they do a standing start with these wide Indy cars on that front stretch. So we're going to see a heck of a race with a heck of a field in the Sunset Arctic Grand Prix of Elkhart Lake here. Currently on the track, we are watching last week's winner, Andrew Wood. Liam Quinn, round 1's winner, also being shown. Currently, a provisional pole is Andrew Wood with the 144.509, followed by Caleb Bency, Logan Paxa, Gavin Sanders, Brandon Dunn, and Dylan Alt. Liam Quinn, who won one of the off-season races. Brian Now, I've been told that it's not Molitor. So I've been butchering his name the whole time, but I don't know how they say it now. So it'll be Molitor for now. Cody Claiborne and Aaron Stitwell. We're going to have 2 drivers starting from pit road. And there's worse things that can happen here at Road America than starting on pit road. And that will be Brandon Dunn and Dakota DeMed. For penalties from the last race. I'm not a very good road course racer, but I've started from pit road before, and well, really, it gets you beyond anything that happens, like the first turn, or the turn. Well, I thought turn 5 wreck we had last week at Hockenheim. And speaking of that, here are the points with that picture in the background. Your current point leader is Caleb Bency, 87 points over Andrew Wood, 71. Christopher Hill, Logan Paxa, Matt Houston make up your top 5 there. Gavin Sanders, Liam Quinn, Matthew Casey, Julian Altena, and Christian Jasper make up your top 10 there. Your biggest climber there, looks like we got plus 12 spots by Cody Claiborne by having a good finish last week. And that's it, really. That's what the way the points look like for the second week, and we're coming into round 3, and then next week we're off to the Oval in Indianapolis. Hayden Herman and the Fawn and Fanny car there. Oh, Liam Quinn with a bit of a wobbly corner there. Let's get off the points. There we go. Logan Pascoe with a little bit of a looseness there coming off that corner. Corner number 5. Armando Edwards making his first laps here, as we got about 1:15 left in qualifications. Little bit about this course while we're watching. It is a mainstay on the early kart and later Champ Car and IndyCar schedules. It is 4 mile road course. It's been around, well, simply forever, and the IndyCars have been racing here since the early 80s. 4.048 miles, if I can get that one out. And your race lap record is a 139.866. That's a 139.866. Gosh, can't talk today, hey? And that was set by Dario Franchitti when he was racing for Team Cool Green in 2000. Undoubtedly probably had the old Renard Honda Firestone combo there. Gavin Sanders to the top with a 144.294 as we are about 8 seconds away from wrapping up qualifications. and then we will shoot to the grid. We will try to get airship 1 here. To line up right for us. As we are starting to grid up for the second longest race of the year. This will be 150 miles. So we're going to see how the strategy play comes into play here. I believe you can do 14 laps, 15 maximum on a tank here. We'll keep you posted when that will open up. They're waiting for... There we go. We got it on our provisional pole sitter, Gavin Sanders. And that's not going to... Get back to Gavin, please. Gavin Sanders, Logan Paxson, Andrew Wood, Bincy, Dunn, and Alt. Quinn, Malter, Claiborne, Stitwell, DeMate, and Edwards. Gregory, Houston, Massioni, Groff, Flaum, and Kennedy. Jasper, Hill, Powers, Herman, Nürnberger, and Odell. And Lusher, Fryer, and Robinette will be at the end. So we are getting ready to go here. Revving up, green, and we're off. It looks like it's going to be Sanders and Pasca down in the 1, followed by Caleb Bincy. Wood did not get a good start. He's going to get a pass by his teammate. We got a bad camera angle right there. In the 1. Let's jump into Logan's here, going through turn 3, which could be called turn 3. Coming down at turn 5, really, as he's getting passed on the inside by Caleb Bincy. Turn 5, deep braking area. Wow. That was a little hold your breath coming through there. Sanders, Bincy, Pasca, Wood, and Quinn. Claiborne, Sitwell, Alt, Groff, and Hill make up your top 10 as we're coming to turn 7. Turn 7 into the carousel, one of the most famous arcing turns in all of auto racing. And they're getting ready to go down the, which is effectively called the backstretch here, through the kink. Taking it at high speed, not even lifting. Oh, outside, Caleb making a bold move. Logan making a bold move on Caleb, coming into Canada corner, pulls it off. And that's one lap of 37 in the books. Logan setting sail for his teammate Gavin there. Lining him up. Each one of them have already used one push to pass. As we get a bit of a breakaway at the top 3. There's Andrew Wood with his teammate Liam Quinn. They're both in 4th and 5th there. Locks it up. The left front. Gonna give Liam a bit of a run there. I'm liking Liam's livery there. That agrees with me. Sixth place is that Driveline Sim Sport. Delara, Cody Claiborne right there. And his teammate right behind him, Aaron Sitwell. Actually, Stillwell. I think, let's see. I'm thinking of Agent Jasper. Yeah. And those green, lime green Driveline Sim Sport cars. Right behind them is Dylan Alt. I believe this is his first start in the series. He had a solid qual run there and is currently now in P8. Here's your big mover, though. Christopher Hill making up for that. He had a kind of a slow start at one of the races a couple weeks ago. Not this week. He is up 11. There's Rob Powers, also up 10. He's in P11. Also another one of those Team Talent liveries, open wheel. Coming through that kind of a blind turn 6 there at the top of the hill. Logan Patska. Gosh, I tell you what, I cannot talk today. He is deep on the gearbox of his teammate. He might pop out, take a look here. No, I think they're just going to try to run away with this thing a little bit. Nope, Logan thought about it, popped out, popped back in. You might want to think about saving fuel. Something happened to Cody Claiborne. Lost a couple spots, probably went wide there. He's trying to recover as he's getting past. Looks like he's back under power, under speed. Under speed. I told you, I cannot talk today. I just can't do it. I don't know what it is. You know what it is? I'm just so excited. This is the most wonderful time of the year. We're in the month of May. Started practice at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway today. Trying to find out what happened to Stillwell. Let's go back in time a little bit here and see what happened. Oh, okay. This has happened to me before, too. Getting back under power hard, and it comes around. And fortunate for him, makes no contact with that inside wall. Just needs to turn it around. And the only thing he lost was a little pride and track position. Back underway. Back up front. And a bit of a 5-car breakaway, really. 4 cars for sure. 5 just kind of hanging on there. There's Brian Kennedy. Brian Kennedy kind of racing with Jacob Odell in that Voltic pistol livery. That's a nice looking livery there. I believe I was mistaken. I think I said Dunn was starting in the pits. It was Brian Kennedy started from the pits, and he is missing a partial front wing. Let's watch this here. Oh, Neil Lusher. Careful, Neil. Careful, Neil. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. All right, get it back. All right. Whew. All right, only Christian Jasper's behind him. Looks like Christian Jasper and Jason Fryer and Brian Mulder. Looks like they had some sort of issue early on. They are back a lap, as well as Neil is back a lap, as well as John Massioni and Zachary Flaum. Cody Claiborne. Looks like he had an incident. Let's see what happened to Cody. Oh, in Canada corner. Diving in deep, and that is not stopping. No. No, that is trying to get out of there. Trying to get out. Does he get out? And nah, tow it. As he's waiting for the tow. In the pits, back up front to Gavin Sanders. He's currently just 0.2 seconds ahead of Logan. He is not letting them get away. They're going to run these Reds out, guys. These Reds don't last that long here, and then they become really skatey. And the one that we want to look at that's not on the alternates is this guy right here. He's on the primes. He is in position to really look good here if he maintains his pace, especially against these top three. I mean, last time by, Wood was a 146.266 compared to a 204. Excuse me, that's his fast lap. Wood was a 146.964 compared to a 146.558, 608, and 730 respectively. Bensi, Paxa, and Sanders. Liam Quinn was the fast one of that group. Let's go back to him. He is moving right along. He is on another hot lap. Paska is your purple lap with a 145.942. It's a 145.942. Dakota DeMay, even though he started from the pits, has made his way up to P10. He has Rob Powers. Looks like Rob might have had an issue, and he's down a lap too. Dakota in that velvetly looking black. That is awesome. With the Echo Blade sponsorship. Tell you what, folks, if you like what you see, feel free to search the league up. Oh, and that is we got a car coming in. I believe that's Powers. Might be a regular scheduled stop there. Back up front, looks like the leaders are getting ready to experience the lap traffic coming up on Cody Claiborne. Cody grasping on to the end of the lead lap there. Logan is not budging from Gavin's gearbox there. It's like Logan backed that turn up a little bit. First, second, third, fourth right there, all about equal distance. And then there's fifth place, catching up rapidly. Fourth, fifth, and sixth are on the primes. Let's take a look at our points leader, Caleb Binsey. We're just kind of letting the racing kind of speak for itself here with these guys. Doing some great job. Let's go back for the battle of 12th and 13th. Not much of a battle, actually. 11th and 12th, actually. That's the one we're going to look at. There we go. Done in Houston. This is currently a battle for 11th. With Dakota DeMed right there at the front end of that one. Perrier sponsorship. That kink through there, the side of a pretty massive wreck in the Champ Car days by Catherine Legg. Demolished her car there. And another bad wreck that happened here, and you wouldn't think of him racing on road courses very often. AJ Foyt almost had a career-ending injury here as well. Dunn is not using a push to pass yet. He still has 10. Yeah, these guys, these are all seasoned road racers, and they are conserving. Their window is going to open here really soon. Oh, it's going to take a look at the inside. Oh, wow. And he overcooked it. I was beginning to wonder if that might have been a planned pass by the teammates there, even though they're not officially teammates. You know they're working together. And they were going to let him by, but he ends up smoking it down into the kitty litter. He's back underway, but he has lost some major track position. So Matt, Houston, and Dakota DeMed, they're just going to pull away here. And I'm sure Dakota, in his mirrors, when he saw that one coming through, he's like, whoa! I think he might have locked his brakes up a little bit to defend as a surprise, as a matter of fact. Down the Canada corner. And I know Matt wants me to talk about what's down here in Canada corner. We will, because we still have 2/3 of a race to go. Wow, now the top 4 are just... They're all conserving. This is all fuel conservation right here. And pretty soon... Oh, Bency diving deep. Trying to defend there against Liam Quinn. Oh! Quinn! They both get together! They get together right there at the top of the hill! Both are damaged. Both are damaged. Here comes... Yeah, I got a floppy wheel. Oh my goodness. Here's Christopher Hill passing them. Armando Edwards passing them. This has major points implications. Major points implications. Caleb needs to get back to the pits as best he can, but he still has a better part of 3 miles to go as he's into the kitty litter again. This might just be... Are we gonna survive, or are we just gonna say frustration toe? Well, he's gonna try it. We'll keep an eye on your points leader, who is now struggling and nursing a wounded Dallara back to the pits. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened there. It all starts right here. Tries to defend the inside, keeps the position. Oh, and that's right there. They kind of, a little bit of racing, maybe pinched each other a little bit. Oh, right there in Canada corner, almost. They almost collected one of the driveline cars. Here comes Kennedy. Kennedy's going to give Kennedy plenty of room. He is nursing that one back to the pits. Let's see what happens. As he gets to the pit road speed pit back. You know what? Forget it. Long pit road. This got to be painful. This has got to be painful. Oh, Hayden Herman. Looks like he missed his pit stall. Back in, go to 10th place, Jacob Odell. Started 25th. He is rapidly rising through these, as the voice cracks, through this field. Let's get back up front. Let's see what our leaders are up to. As they bypass pit road one more time. And now it becomes a 3-car battle up front. Let's take a tour of the track, shall we? Next time when Gavin comes by, we will go to the in-car on the roll bar there. We'll take a tour of the track. We got a battle brewing further on back between Armando Edwards and Christopher Hill. We'll take a look at that here in just a moment. Into the kink, down the straight, down the Canada corner. Hard on the brakes, Downshift. Hit the curb. Hit the runoff area. Hit the curb again. Hit the curb. Hit the curb. And we are going to the pits. There is no tour happening here. He is pitting a lap 13. I think we're gonna see 13, 13, maybe 12. I think is how it's or 11 here. Logan's defending. Wood is looking for a way around. It's going to take the long way, and oh, Logan does not concede. But Wood gets the position. He's your new leader. Now see if these guys come by, and we'll take a tour of the track later. But if you like what you see here, this is the Sunset Arctic Formula Indy Series. If you like what you see, search them out on iRacing and apply to be a member of the league. Also join the Discord server where you can meet and converse with the other drivers of the series. And look at those prime tires beginning to pull away from the alts. And if you're just joining us, this is round 3 of the Sunset Arctic, and both are going to be pitting here. Sunset Arctic Formula Indy Series, as we are coming to you from Road Atlanta. God bless it. Road America for a 125-mile, 37-lap event here. Your current leader is Andrew Wood coming into the pits, followed by P2, Logan Pasca. Coming to get his position back, though, is Gavin Sanders, and he is currently coming through the S's. Now getting to the final corner before going down the main straight. How much room will he be putting on these two? Gavin has used the push to pass. He is down to 5. Oh, wow. Wow. He put a major jump on him. What a move. What a move. He's on the primes as well. Wood remains on the primes. Paxa is on the primes. Here's Christopher Hill, stopped at lap 14. He is on the primes. Here's Armando Edwards. He's on the primes. Jeff Groff, the first car, P6 on your alts. Sitting there in that players, Jacques Villeneuve, or Jack Villeneuve, as another announcer used to like to say. Greg Moore, and who else drove that? Did Tracy drive that for a while? And Allmendinger, and Patrick Carpentier, and I could be wrong. So Gavin with a 3.3 second lead, although Wood cuts into it just a little bit that time. We're 16 of 37, they're done. Let's hop on board with Gavin. So that was just turn 5, one of the passing areas, just down the mooring sweep. Here is 6 and now 7. This is hurry downs. Coming into turn 8. Turn 8's a lot like turn 5. Into the carousel. This is 9 and 10. You just kind of wait for the car to settle for you, and then nail it. And you're on the power all the way down to through the kink at 11, kettle bottoms, Canada corner. Canada corner is turn 12, and you're in Thunder Valley. Here's Bill Mitchell Bend, and turn 14, and you are back on the main straight. Back up the main straight. Very long main straight. You could definitely get a draft and use it to get around on a driver here if you're trying to make a pass. You can also use it to, well, hold the guy off if you're a good blocker. Coming into turn 1. This little bend right here is what they call turn 2. Turn 3 right here. And this little bend right here, right where the DRS signs are, there we are. That's turn 4, and then the moraine sweep. And let's check back into the action here, as we have ridden along with Gavin long enough. He's got himself a 2.7 second lead as Andrew Wood is slowly digging into that. Let's take a look at this battle for P2. We go through the field as well. Andrew Wood, last week's winner in P2, followed by last week's podium finisher, Logan Paxa, in the Canada corner. Christopher Hill up to P4. Armando Edwards, I believe this is his first race with the series, in the Canada corner as well. Just like the Jeffersons, he's moving on up. It's Matt Houston, P6, the boss man. He's using some strategy. In case you were wondering, the two that went longest on that last stint was Wood and Paxa. They both went 15 laps. Everybody, and Paxa got around Wood. As you just see the timing scoring update there. Now, is Wood just letting him go to conserve? Let's go further down the field. P7 nears Jeff Groff, that we were talking about him not too long ago in that livery. P8 in the velvety black Echo Blade, sponsored the Lara. There's Dakota DeMett, and 8th spot after starting from the pits. Not bad, not bad at all. Sunset Arctic does sponsor the series, so we'll give them a little screen time. P9 is Jacob Odell, who just got passed by Caleb Binsey. Now, Caleb made it back to the pits. He is now in P10, and he is repaired. That is amazing work by his crew. Amazing work. Minimal time loss. Back in P11, there's Brandon Dunn. P12 is Brian Kennedy. Let's keep on going through the field. There's Dylan Alt. Good looking car. Colors seem to work real well. He goes through turn 14 there. Cody Claiborne, after having an early off, seemed to have found a spot there in 14th and is riding on out. Behind him, Cody heading to the pits. Behind him, going to pick up the position is Hayden Herman in the Fauna Fanny car. Here's Zachary Gregory. Haven't mentioned his name yet today. 16th spot in the number 5 Driveline Sim Sport Dallara. Right behind him, teammate Aaron Stillwell. And P17, P18, Zachary Flaum. P19 in the Scott McLaughlin livery. Let's get a good look at this. Is Zachary Nurnberger in P23. Good looking car. Good looking car. He is currently a lap down. And Christian Jasper. And of course that Tasman inspired livery. Tasman Motorsports. Here's Neil Lusher that we saw a little sideways coming out of turn 5 there, but recovered and is back underway. He is a lap down, but in P21. Started 26, has made up 5 spots. She'll showing Rob Powers in the pits, although he might be spotting for one of his teammates, so we'll see. Back to the front, Gavin Sanders maintaining a 2.5 second lead over his teammate Logan Paxa. We are about halfway through this stint. Gavin's coming up to P15, Zachary Gregory. See how we be able to get around that lap traffic there. He's about a second and a half behind Gregory. A little further on up the road is Lusher, Herman, Kennedy, and Jasper. So if you're just joining us, thank you for clicking on us, staying here, watching the race. You've joined the Sunset Arctic Formula Indy Series event from Road America. Not Road Atlanta. No, not Road Atlanta. Road America, Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Get a brat, enjoy some cheese curds. If beer is your thing, grab one. Whoa! And Gregory wisely lets him go. I think he was maybe surprised he saw how quickly he got there, or he was trying to get way out of the way a little bit earlier. I don't know, but locked him up and then conceded the position. Now he's getting out of the way for Logan there. Logan's already cleared. only showing P22 and 23, so everyone from there on out. That's Quinn, Massioni, Robinette, Powers, Fryer, and Malzer. They are all currently shown out of the race. Currently a lap down is Zachary Gregory, followed by Cody Claiborne, Zachary Flaum, Zachary Nurnberger, Christian Jasper, and Neil Lusher. 3 laps down is Aaron Stillwell. Currently last car on the lead lap is Hayden Herman, as he's in that Fawn and Fanny. And while we got them on screen, let's run their footage.
Fawn and Fanny is an interactive specialty retailer of bath, body, and skincare products. And what we do is we DIY and customize bath, body, and skincare products. You can make hand sanitizer and hair gel and shampoo and conditioner and body lotions and body soaps and body butters and scrubs and even pet products. We have a very nice guys selection as well. The logo was designed just specifically for them, and the bottles were selected for them, and the scents. Our products are stripped down of all the unnecessary chemicals, and you can bring that product up however you're comfortable with it.
There you got Fawn and Fanny. They sponsored the opening event at Indianapolis. We want to thank them for being a part of the series and for riding along and supporting Hayden Herman. Oh, now you see me, now you don't. Just ahead of him, there is Brian Kennedy, who started from the pits, but has recovered pretty well. He says he's up 5 spots, but really he's up considerably more than that from starting in the pits. So that's just a way to maintain, man. And just keep marching forward. Back up front, still not much has changed between your top 3. This is going to be lap 13 of this stint for Gavin. Is he going to go one more? I expect to probably see him dive into the pits. Here he comes into the last corner. Is he going to make that little extra move right there? No, he's going the extra lap. He's going the extra lap. So's Logan. So's Andrew. Let's check and see if Christopher Hill is going to make that turn. Actually, you know what? I got my math wrong. They are currently on getting ready to complete lap 9 and 10 of their stint. So we will watch them here in about 3 more laps. Of course they're not going to turn. There are really no battles to watch. Let's take a look here at battle for 9th and 10th, 8th and 9th, excuse me. It's Dakota up ahead of Caleb. Edwards just about a 1.5 seconds behind Hill. That's your closest battle on the track, folks. Christopher Hill. He participates in the BMW series at Matt Houston and Race First broadcast stream earlier in the week, I believe. Cody giving extra room there to Armando. Vinci with the purple lap at a 145.724. Yeah, when you get strung out like this, there's really not much to talk about. What we can talk about, here's the remaining schedule for the season. Right now we are at Road America for the 37-lap, 150-mile event. Then we go to Indianapolis next week for 100 miles on the oval. Then we go to Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, depending on how you want to say it. Then we go to Spa for Formula One throwback themed race. And I don't know Formula One stuff, so they're going to make it tough for me, but I'll figure it out. Then they'll come back to the States, go to Watkins Glen, run the boot, then go back to Japan to run the season out on June 29th. 8 races, 7 road courses, 1 oval. That's the Sunset Arctic Formula Indy Series. If you like what you see, find them on iRacing, search them out, apply to join the league, join the Discord server, start networking right now. There's Jacob Odell and P9. And it is pit stop time. Might be pitting early. He's got 2 with him. I think it's like Zachary Nurnberger. Yeah. Looks like a regularly scheduled service for Groff. He's down and away, so is Nurnberger. Got Brian Kennedy coming up here. He is on the alts. Oh, he goes wide, Keep with it. That's going to slow him down a little bit. That's going to give Nurnberger a chance to make a run on him here. This is not for a position, but it would be for Brian Kennedy. Let's keep an eyes on this one here as he brings those tires up to temperature. Dylan Alt in the pits apparently had an incident, and we're showing him out or off. Gavin Sanders made his pit stop. We'll watch the leader now. Does he make it? Here it is. Your leader is pitting. Where does Gavin Sanders cycle through on this one? I'm imagining Logan Paxa also pitted with him. Kennedy Gregory are in the pits as well. Looks like for regularly scheduled service, P12 and P13. Here comes Gavin. Wood is now just reaching his stall. So painfully long. Gavin shoots on by. Wood is still coming up to speed. Logan! Wood comes out right in front of Logan. Logan's going to want to try to get this position with the nice hot tires he has. Those Reds do not, the alts will not take long to warm up, and he will then be fighting kind of a losing battle until those start wearing out late in the run. Let's stick with this one. There's some other battles forming out on the racetrack, but this is a podium spot here. Points critical. The last stint, Sanders went 12, Wood went 13, Paxa went 12. Hill went 13. Armando Edwards went 13. Take a look inside at Canada corner. Not going to be able to do it. So why is it called Canada corner? We'll get that here in a little bit, as this battle is starting to fizzle down a little bit. Push to pass information. Sanders has 2 left. Wood has 1. Paxa has 3. Christopher Hill has 9. Armando Edwards still has 10. Here's Groff, and not too far behind him is the next closest battle on the racetrack. Caleb Binsey trying to run down, lost track position after getting into an incident with Liam Quinn over there in the turn 5 area. As we are now down 9 to go. Whoa, get back on there. There's a little less traction over there in the grass. Oh, Groff kind of locks it up there a little bit. I think Caleb got a bit of a run through the carousel. He continues to close the gap. He is now less than a second behind. This is going to be, he's going to be in real contact with him here in the next couple of corners. This is your points leader, battling back from an incident earlier in the race. Managed to get his car to pit road. Crew managed to snap it back all into place. But getting the car back to pit road, that was the critical thing. Armando Edwards apparently has used a squeeze of the push to pass. So we know now he has the button mapped. We were wondering about that being this late into the race. 8 laps to go. This is still the closest battle on the racetrack. Real quick, let's go to check out Jacob Odell and the Voltic Pistol Dallara. There we go. Let's get a good look at that. Let's take a closer look at Voltic Pistol, the game. There you go, get it on Steam. Back up front, and now this is the closest battle on the racetrack. Andrew Wood has eaten up all of that racetrack that Gavin did have, as he didn't jump him, but really just kind of gapped him on pit road there. And he has Wood with those brand new red tires right on him. He's defensive position blocking. Here we go. Down in the Canada corner, side by side, heavy braking inside. Oh! Wood goes wide. Wood goes wide. Something happened to Logan Paxa. What happened to Logan here? We'll kind of fast forward a little bit as we're running low on time. Kind of comes off there. What happened? Huh. All right, interesting. Maybe we had a DC. Well, that's going to put Christopher Hill up in P3. But the battle is at the front as Sanders now has a little bit of a buffer. 6 laps to go. Wood's got to try to get that lost track position back after going wide at Canada Corner. And it is called Canada Corner because during the inaugural race here, the promoter, while cleaning up the racetrack, found a large number of Canadian beer cans and bottles down there in that corner. And since then, I guess that's where he thought all the Canadians were, so it's Canadian Corner since then. The other thought is it's the northernmost part of the track, and it'll be closest to Canada. That's a bit of a stretch, I think. I believe the beer theory. Six to go, 5 to go now. Wood 2.92 seconds back now. 1.81. Keeps fluctuating, but we go through the turns here. Gavin gets a little wide. 2.4. Gavin does not have to worry about lap traffic. The nearest car is Zachary Nurnberger, about 26 seconds up the road from him. He just needs to navigate these next 5 laps for his first win of the season. Keeping an eye on the leaders here. Let's go back to Caleb Binsey as he's making a move on Groff for the position. That's one more as he's marching back up through the field. He's not going to reach Matt. He might. You never know. Matt might have an issue. But if Matt does not have an issue, it's doubtful he'll reach Matt. We'll see. He's got about 14 seconds to Matt with 4 laps to go. Here's another battle that's worth watching. Odell and Kennedy. This is for top 10 position. Oh. Odell has 4 push to pass left. Kennedy has 2. Currently using it as Armando Evans and Brandon Dunn. Brandon Dunn. He seems to be putting a gap there on that battle. So we will... Something happened to Kennedy. Nope, no, it doesn't happen to Kennedy. Yeah, there's... So that kind of put a cap on that battle for now. Let's go back up front to our leader crossing the start-finish line. 3, 2, go. He is currently 3.1 seconds behind Logan Paxa. Logan must have had some incident, either a DC or something. We don't know. He is now in P16, a lap down, and he's probably in communication with his teammate that he definitely wants to have him move over, and they can let him have the position. .4-second lead. Let's shoot through the field real quick. Here's Wood coming in P2. Christopher Hill, if he manages to hold this position, gets his first podium of the year. Here's Armando Edwards coming down to turn 3. Matt Houston navigating turn 1. Caleb Binsey on the front straight going into turn 1, followed by Jeff Groff. There's Dakota DeMed, P8. Brandon Dunn, we were watching Dunn and Odell a little bit earlier. There's Brian Kennedy, P11. All things considered, pretty good run, I say. Going wide, keep it there. Woo! Gets it under control. Here's Zachary Gregory. Cody Claiborne in another one of the Driveline Sim Sport cars. Zachary Flaum right there in front of P8 Dakota DeMed. Zachary Nuremberger, all by his lonesome, coming into turn 5. There's Logan Paxa, P16, and he has the leader right behind him. Christian Jasper just crossing the start-finish line. Neil Lusher just crossing the start-finish line. Hayden Herman on pit road. That is your field at the moment. Let's get back up front to our leader, who is going through the top of the hill down to Hurry Downs into turn 8. .6-second lead for Gavin Sanders. That Midwest Internet Exchange, Fiber Data Exchange, Roma Collectibles, Velocity Online Racing sponsored Dallara looking for his first win. Let's not jinx it though. Around the final turn. White flag in the air. One more lap to go. Turn 1. Navigates turn 2 and now into turn 3. Maintaining a 2.3-second lead over P2 Wood. Turn 4, and then the Moraine sweep coming down to turn 5. Gavin, add a push to passes. Andrew Wood has one left. Don't think he's going to get close enough, though. We'll see. Top of the hill, 6. Turn 7. Hurry Downs. Coming to turn 8. I suspect Wood will probably use the push to pass on Kettle Bottoms. Here's the carousel. Followed by the bend and the kink right here. Pretty much been his race all day long. Through Kettle Bottoms into Canada Corner. Now through Thunder Valley and Bill Mitchell Bend. Through turn 14. Up the straight. Gavin Sanders will have his first victory in the Sunset Arctic Formula Indy Series here at Road America. P2 goes to Andrew Wood. Christopher Hill has a solid lead over P4. Just needs to bring her home for the first podium of the year. Into turn 14. He's got Cody Claiborne right on him. Christopher Hill, first podium of the year, P3. Here comes Armando Edwards, first start of the year, P4. Matt Houston coming out of 14. Nice race for the boss man, P5. Recovering from what it could have been sure disaster, Caleb Binsey, P6. Jeff Groff with a solid top 10, P7. Here comes Dakota DeMed, as just being followed by Brandon Dunn and Jacob Odell. There is your top 10. and let's take a look at today's final results from Road America for the Sunset Arctic Formula Indy Series Grand Prix of Road America. Your podium will be your winner, Gavin Sanders, Andrew Wood, and Christopher Hill. Your top 5 is Armando Edwards and Matt Houston. Your top 10, fighting back from near disaster, Caleb Benzie, Jeff Groff, Dakota Named, starting from the pits. Good job on him. Brandon Dunn and Jacob Odell. That's your top 10. Your top 15, Brian Kennedy, also starting from the pits. Solid day. P12, Zachary Gregory, Cody Claiborne, Zachary Flaum, and Logan Paxa. Your top 20 is Zachary Nurnberger, Christian Jasper, Neil Lusher, Hayden Herman, Dylan Alt. Your top 25 is Aaron Stillwell, that's twice, I've done that, Stillwell, more than twice. Liam Quinn with the incident right out of turn 5 that will be probably the talk of the league. We will see what happens there. John Massioni, Hayden Robinette, Rob Powers, Jason Fryer, and Brian Molitor will be your top 27. So that is the final standings. Everybody from P19 on up was running. Everyone from P20 down, unfortunately, had a DNF. Fast lap of the race went to Andrew Wood with a 145.141. Let's get into the podium, shall we? Christopher Hill, you're on mute. All right, we will...
Hello?
Oh, there he is, Christopher Hill.
Hey.
P3, first podium of the year, sir. Not a bad run at all. You managed to take advantage of a decent pit strategy and some misfortune of others in front of you and just kind of kept her clean and drove it home to a nice third place finish. Tell us about your day.
Yeah, pretty surprised by that, all things considered. We in practice, I thought we were decent pace for qualifying, and I think I ended up like 4th or 5th or something for that. And then I don't know where the heck my pace went when I went out for qualifying. Next thing you know, I'm qualified P20, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be an adventure. So yeah, I just got really fortunate that kind of all the cards sort of aligned there. You know what I mean? Because there was a lot of carnage, and I was able to avoid most of it, and I made a bunch of little mistakes, but they all ended up not hurting bad enough to end up in the long run keeping me off the podium. So that was a big surprise, and super happy about that for sure.
A gain of 17 spots, so that's pretty amazing. I mean, you can see that typically on an oval pretty easily, but on a road course, that says a lot. So fortunate for you, and a great run nevertheless. Anybody you'd like to say hi to, shout out to, or anything like that before we let you go?
For sure, definitely. Hi to the family if they're watching and such. My wife's always supporting me on this, so I always appreciate the sponsors, so to speak. Also, definitely, I want to mention I'm a professional driving instructor by trade, and so I have a company called Precision Racing Instruction. So do stuff both on the sim and in real life and such. So if anybody's out there in the world looking to improve their skills, can look us up on Facebook or Instagram, and otherwise, yeah, it's been a fun series so far. Looking forward to the next couple of races. So.
All right, well, congratulations, P3, first podium of the year. I'm sure that's going to move you up in the points. We'll see what that situation looks like a little bit later. But off to Indianapolis. We will see you next week.
For sure. Thank you.
Let's move to Mr. Andrew Wood here. Andrew Wood, not quite a back-to-back, but pretty good nevertheless. Tell us about your day. Uh-oh. All right. We will move him back to the waiting room. And we will move Gavin Sanders down here. Gavin Sanders, P1. Man, I don't think that's said very often, but man, it's been a long time in coming. Congratulations, man. It looked like for a while you were going to have a battle there until that off there in Canada corner, and after that, you just kind of drove it away. Tell us about your day.
Yeah, it was a big fuel save in the first stint, and big kudos. Unfortunate what happened to Logan there at the end, but big kudos to him. We kind of tried to pair up and work together and manage the race and make sure we had enough fuel, and kind of get to the golden number. And from there, it was more just preserving the tires. This track is super tough on tires, and then I do think I made the mistake of going for the blacks instead of the reds in the last stint, but it ended up working out. It was some close quarters for sure, but yeah, solid battle. Really exciting tonight.
What happened to Gavin? Logan? Did he have a DC or something?
Yeah, I believe he had a throughput.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I was wondering if you were working with him, because I know you just both kind of stayed put, and for a while it was almost like a 5-car train, and everyone was just kind of drafting and kind of trying to hit their number, and then how things go from there. You made a great first pit stop, and then when when everything cycled back around, I mean, you just gapped P2 at that point. That was pretty amazing. So you were your in and out laps and everything were spot on. So congrats, first win, another podium on a long list of podiums for you. We're going to Indianapolis next. Thoughts on Indianapolis?
Not one of my stronger tracks, but let's see if we can turn it around. You never know there. So
before we let you go, anybody want to shout out to or say hi to?
Big shout out to Chemigo eSports, to you for words.
I've had a hard time with them tonight too. I don't know what the deal is.
Big shout out to you for running me in this series. Big shout out to Fat Bastard Burrito, Alpine Stars, Braden Motorsport, Stilo, and Team VOR, Velocity Online Racing.
All right, well, there you have it. Your winner tonight, Gavin Sanders. Congrats, man. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good. See you next week.
And we don't have... We'll send him a message here. All technology. If not, we will wrap it up. Yeah, that's 17 spots by Chris Hill. That's awesome. He is your big gainer. Unfortunately, the big, I don't want to say loser, but the one that's kind of the guys that suffered is Dylan Alt and Liam Quinn, 14 and 15 respectively, and they kind of pulled a DNF out of that. So they will be needing to recover next week on the ovals. Oh, wait a minute. It's okay. Words are hard to come by tonight. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see if Andrew is there, and then we will wrap things up. Andrew, you got your ears on.
Hello.
Hello. Looks like you had the strat, man. Just that unfortunate incident going into Canada corner. your thoughts on that and really the whole race as a whole. It seemed like a lot of cooperation was going on out there with drafting and trying to get to mileage numbers.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. I had to make hay when the Reds were good, and I tried my best with it. Gavin did a good job to defend there. For some reason, on this setup, I just couldn't keep up with the brake bias. I was changing the brake bias so much during the course of the stint based on what tire I was on, the black tire or the red tire. The beginning of the run on the black tire, I was bringing the brake bias back, bringing it forward. I don't know if maybe on the broadcast I was locking up a lot. There was just so much. I had no confidence in my braking whatsoever for the middle part of the race. But on the red tires, it was definitely different. I thought I had a nice, decent run, and I was going to keep it on the outside, but I hit the brakes and just locked up right into the sand. So my mistake. It is what it is. I felt like I could make the strategy work, but yeah, Gavin drove really, really quickly. I couldn't really do much with Logan. The dirty air was really, really bad. So I finished where I felt performed the best today.
Yeah, good car control on your part. I mean, most people when they hit the kitty litter just probably would go off into the tires, and you're able to keep it straight and at least back on the track. So
yeah, I felt the lockup immediately. I hit the brakes immediately, so I knew I had to kind of modulate. I knew I was going to go off the track, so best to just save the car instead of going into the wall.
Well, bring it home. Another strong points day. A not so great day for Caleb, although he did recover, so you will probably make up some points on him in the standings. But other than that, congrats on the P2. Nevertheless, it's well earned. You did have the strat. It just didn't happen to work out for you. Next week, it's Indianapolis. Before we let you go, anybody like to say hi to, shout out to, anything?
Well, first off, next week is a question mark for me. I'll be going to the real Indy 500 next week, and my friends and I are deciding what day we want to leave. They all want to leave on Tuesday, and I'm trying to not make them leave on Tuesday, so there's a shot of me not being here. So that'll be a bummer. But, yeah, if I do make it, then we'll try and have a good race. Shout out to Liam. Unfortunately, had a pretty bad run there, and that's a shame, but just gave him more opportunity to do some more Indy 500 open testing. And shout out to the rest of the Team Talent guys, the guys who run this league. Thank you for putting this on. And you, of course, Gary, thank you for commentating, taking time out of your life to talk about cars going on a track.
Yeah, amazing. How about that? But thanks a lot,
Sure.
and hopefully you can get the travel plans squared away so we can see you next week. So Andrew Wood, P2 tonight here at Road America. Have a good night. Yep. And that will do it. Let's take a look once more at the schedule. Well, we will move on to Indianapolis on the oval next. There we go. Let's wrap it up, music. So 100 miles, 250 miles, 100 laps, excuse me, at Indianapolis. Then we're going to take a little break, and then we'll go to Montreal. Well, there's your points. And the guys that finished 2 of the podium, or 2 and 3 there, they're going to make some ground up on Caleb. Logan, bad day. He's going to probably move down a little bit. Matt's going to move up. Gavin's really going to move up. Liam Quinn, kind of one of those days. I understand. Higo's going to move down probably. Matthew Casey, I don't think was in the race today. So that's not going to help him. And Julian Altena, not in the race today. Christian Jasper, hey man, he finishes, going to get some points. Going to probably move up past those other guys. So, not too bad, all things considered. So, for Race First, make sure that you like us, follow us, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. If you'd like to join the league, just search her on out on iRacing there. Uh-oh. Not sure what happened there. Follow us on iRacing there, and you could join the league and get join the Discord and also network with the rest of the team there. And then also, you can. Well, I'm just got all sorts of disheveled with the music going away. I don't know what happened. No big deal. There we go. Wow. So make sure that you join the league. That's how you do it. Go to Facebook, apply, and also join the Discord where you can network with your fellow drivers. Other than that, this is Gary for Raceverse. Thanks for joining us. Will join us next week from the Oval at Indianapolis. Your winner tonight, Gavin Sanders. First win of the season.